Okay, let's see how we go with this. Okay, this is an easy one. Just a little bit of extra contrast, folks. So let's see if we can make this one look good. Actually, what have we left out? Saturation. I accidentally didn't press it properly. I think I pressed the cancel button by accident. I can't blame everything on the fucking user interface, however badly designed it is. If I'm going to blame something, I've got to blame it on something factual, because there's no use me criticising companies like Konica Minolta if I make up lies about them, because, I've got to basically tell the truth as much as I can, as much as I'm aware of. Anyway, this is what we're photocopying. Stupid rich people, rich culture. But, we got to be honest, right? When we're criticising something, be it the photocopier industry or the computers or the phone industry, we've got to be honest, folks. We've got to try our best to present facts and facts only. We can't tell lies, we can't make things up, fabricate things. It's always got to be truthful, folks. Sometimes I do get things wrong, but it's because it was a mistake, not or an error. But we've got to work out, we've got to make sure we tell the truth as much as we are aware of it at the time. We try to back things up with fact. So let's see how this one comes out. Let's see how we go. Let's see how that looks. Whoa, she looks really nice in this. Distorted. Yes, I think we can use this as our master copy. And this will be consigned to the recycle pile. And we're just going to use this rather distorted rendition of this magazine. So I'm wondering where the centre of this is going to be. This would probably be a good centre with less margin on it. So let's just put it on the glass and see what we do, and see if we can make this look really interesting. It's a bit snooty, this magazine. Comes from a rich area. It's funny how rich people just love local. They love local things. It's really funny how they're like that. Actually, we don't need to do that. Cancel that. We're just going to put it on 100%. But basically, I notice that people who are rich are often very community focused. There's a lot of what you'd call local identities. But then poor people have their own communities too, even though it's not always easy staying in touch with friends and family when you haven't got enough money to catch public transport to get to and from, or to put petrol in your car. So it can be a very lonely life for the poor, and that's where social media can really help, is that if it's too expensive to travel, as long as you can afford enough money for a computer and an internet connection, you can use social media as your community. I've seen a lot of these communities on Facebook, for example. So Facebook is a good thing to keep people together, to create an online community. Sure, it's not as good as being able to catch up with a cup of coffee with some friends, but if you can't afford to travel, it's good to have some kind of meaningful contact and sense of community, and that's where Facebook and other social media sites can really be really important to give people a sense of community and not feel so isolated. It's not a substitute really for face-to-face, but if there is no face-to-face, it's better than fucking squat. My mum is somebody who stays a lot at home. She can't afford to travel, but she doesn't like travelling. Unfortunately for her, she doesn't like the internet. She has problems with her computer and her phones, and it's not really good. Fortunately, I talk to her, but she doesn't have... Oh yeah, she has got a little bit of community. She's got a couple of friends. She's got a couple of neighbours that she talks to, and she does have a friend that takes her out sometimes, but she spends a lot of time alone. But at least she's got a couple of good neighbours and a friend. So I made a mistake there, but she does spend a lot of time at home as well. But she doesn't like driving. She doesn't like the way the roads are a little bit crazy. But anyway, I think now that looks really quite nice. I think now we can call this demo quits.